Hello, how are you guys doing? Playing a little bit of My Summer Car just because I feel like that's the game to start the year off. I haven't streamed this year. Streamed last year, a lot last year. Something like 200 something videos between the three channels, three of them now, obviously. The Hylas channel, the full stream channel, and then the art channel that I have 2 videos on and have basically neglected. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, is to actually have something for that channel. But I figured I'd start off with something chill. January is traditionally like the best time to take a break if you're going to take a break on YouTube, and I feel like it's worth it to take a little bit of a break. Hey there, guys. So this is my first stream of 2018, and hopefully we can beat this before we spent a year on it. Thank you, Luigi Guy, for 19 months of support. Thank you, Tohu Ryu. Is that right? For 7 months of support? Thank you for the congratulations. And then thank you for 7 months of support, Wired Spyduck. The double resubs. Thank you. A little bit sniffly. Wasn't before I started stream, but now I am, because that's how life works. Let's boot up My Summer Car. I have 91 hours in it. Hi. Can you beat this game? It is sort of an infinite sandbox, but there is like a race you can do. And I'm calling it quits once I beat the race. I feel like that's a good line, you know? I for whatever reason, I got really into wanting to listen to the rock and roll song today. And I was looking through the comments on the video on YouTube, and it was like, you know, a couple big name, well, there's like one big name YouTuber, and then there was me. And it was like, those were the people that had brought them to that song. And it's like, that's a cool feeling. I mean, like, no one gives a shit about this game, so that I'm one of the most popular people playing it. It's like, sort of like being the most handsome person in a room while you're there by yourself. Have I actually built my own car on this? Yes. The game is louder than you. Okay. I'm gonna pause it. Bring it down just a bit. You'll have to tell me how it is. Alright, let's see where we're at. So, I opened up, there's this tool you can get. It's a third party. It's a little bit cheaty, but I figure you guys don't want me to spend like a billion years trying to figure out what's wrong. And I opened that up, and I figured out what the problem is. Let me go over the list of problems, because there's a lot of them. A lot of it doesn't matter. Stuff like the seats aren't properly buckled in, and I don't know, whatever. Stuff that doesn't matter. Cosmetic stuff. Lost in-game. Thank you for 4 months of support. But some stuff that matters is the oil pan is not fully in, for one. There's one thing on it that is missing. I have a full list. Let me blow my nose real quick. I didn't use it to fix anything. I very easily could have flipped a switch. That's this game. Very easily could have used the cheaty tool to just sort of fix the problems, but I decided against it. So we need to find the oil pan. I don't know what that looks like, where it is, or, to be honest with you, what the fuck it does. I would imagine it pans for gold, sort of like prospectors do, but instead of gold, it's oil. I mean, they say that's black gold, right? So it's basically the same thing, right? Is the game very quiet? Or is it just me? The oil pan is where the oil is stored in the car. It's probably important, yeah. Is it just me, or is the game really fucking quiet? There we go. Now I can hear it. The volume for you guys and the volume for me is different. Turn myself up. Okay, I will. You can barely hear me. That is bizarre. So what is that? Is that on all the way? Okay, that's in all the way. Crash Bun, thank you for subscribing. I need to take a bath. Well, I'll just do that in my house once it stops being burnt down. Until then, I'm gonna try and figure out what the fuck an oil pan is. So, since you guys seem to understand what it is, where's about could I find it? It's probably hooked up somewhere to the oil pan, right? Or the oil filter, right? It's probably somewhere in that general area. Let's see, what all is broken? Thank you, Mornings, for 2 months of support. Let's see, 8 of 9 bolts are... Oil pan should be under the car. Oh, that's exceedingly inconvenient because I can't really get under the car from here. Under the block. Oh. Oh, yeah, it is. Fuck. Okay. Wonder what kind of screw it needs. Okay, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna put this together again. As if we're actually gonna drive it like this. We're just gonna drive it back into the garage. And we're gonna try and get up under it, because that seems to be the trick right now. Let's see. What was broken that I actually gave a shit about? Okay. There we go. Oil seems important. We'll probably have to go buy more oil once we're done here. Let's see. Oil pan, 8 of 9. Headers, 0 of 5. Radiator, 0 of 4. Air filter, which I don't think actually needs bolts, 0 of 2. Carburetor, 0 of 4. Exhaust has a bunch that are missing. Just generally speaking, all of it. Okay, I just need you to go a little bit. Timing cover, 5 of 6. Hey, Skelecorgi, how you doing? We're gonna try and get this back to the garage, or at least most of the way there. And that way we don't have to push it as far. If I can get it at least facing the right direction, that would be ideal. Also, all the beer, I think, is over at the house anyway. And I'm kind of thirsty, it looks like. Okay. I think I can actually do this. That's a really ugly sound for my car to make. But you know what? It's in the garage. So that's step 1. I'm doing great today. Went out, did some shopping with Tilda. Had a good time. We got a new lamp for the apartment, which is nice. It was a little bit dark in the living room. Now not so much. None of the rooms in this apartment actually have natural lighting. Like, they don't have, like, I don't know. Like, it's not built into anything, except for the kitchen, right? And so that means that you've got to kind of, okay. Sorry. You got to buy your own lights for everything. Okay, so... Getting one is nice. Dordan, thank you for, let's see, 29 months of support. Holy shit. Yeah, Star Wars is alright. It's not good. It's not bad. It just sort of exists. I'd say it's like my 4th least favorite. With the, prequels obviously being at the bottom there. It's not bad. It's just not good. You know what I mean? Like, it was it existed sort of movie. It felt a little long. Not gonna spoil anything. But it was just alright. The New Year's been alright. I think I'm also, What's my stance on the Space Walrus? No spoilers, but I was incredibly disturbed. I went and watched it with my my brother and my mom. So my mom sat in between us, and I sat on the right side. And there was this little old lady who was there with her grandson or whatever, and it was very awkward. It was an awkward scene. The walrus scene. Thank you, Eternal Lineage, for like almost a year's of support. Like 11 months. So anyway, I'm just gonna walk down. So the idea here was to flip the fuel tap, go and drive down here, and just take a quick bath in the lake. Nah, not a thing. So we're just gonna walk down here. The oil pan and the radiator might maybe will help with the burning problem. Yeah, I'm gonna try and fix all these things. Some of them, like the air filter, I don't think there's actually a screw to. So I'm going to ignore it. But, like, those seem bad. Like, the oil pan is probably where it's at. You know? If you're not aware, my house is in a little bit of a disrepair right now. And cannot be used. Try using GoFundMe instead of the Kickstarter for your bike. I see what you did there. Okay, am I actually swimming now? Am I out in the lake? Does this count? Because the car keeps catching on fire. The house caught minorly on fire because I left the furnace on overnight, unattended for days. Previously, it was not an issue in the game. Now it very much is. And we're just going to kind of roll with it. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the rest of it. Of this series. Don't pee into the lake. First off, do what I want. Second off, I'm not going to waste that precious piss. I'm like a fully, like, zero emissions individual. I create no waste and I create no excess. I am a zero, what is it? It's not carbon footprint, but like zero, like, existence person. Like, when I die, the world will not have felt my effects at all. Except for any rampages that I go on, in which case, yes. But, like, you know, I just drink my own piss is what I'm trying to get at. That means I eat my own shit. That's not an option in this game. But yeah. I got done reading The Martian. My parents gave me that and some money for Christmas and some... Is it socks or shoes? It wasn't shoes. It was something like that. Like clothing. No. Zelda gave me shirts. The shirts are really nice. Like... really nice. I never buy myself clothing. I did today, but basically because Tilda forced me to. And I'm going to enjoy it, because I enjoy having nice clothes that's not like 10 years old. Because the pants I'm wearing right now are like 10 years old. And that doesn't work anymore. So that's kind of inconvenient, and they feel not as good as I would like. So, what is that hole, and why is it open? Like, that seems like a bad thing, right? Like, that just open hole there? You think that was important? Did I just tighten that or loosen that? Let's go find a nut that I can definitely check and see if I'm tightening or loosening. And we'll see if I just did something bad. I either did something very good or very bad just now. And there's absolutely no way for me to know, because I do not know if I have it set on take off or take on. Okay, so this nut. Okay, that nut was loose. I think that hole goes to the radiator. Okay. So there should be like a radiator hose then, right? Like there should be like a hose there. Not just like a gaping hole that goes into nothingness, right? What? Oh, that's the, that's not important. Okay. Lightning Bolt, thank you for the $5 sub. Shit ton of subs today. Holy crap. Do I even have a thing to put in there? Also, where is the oil pan? I thought we were going to find that shit. Let's find that shit real quick. Oil pan. That's this thing. This thing is an oil pan. Is that important? What kind of screw? No, that's not important. I need to go get the screw thing. What's it called? I'll show you my house again while we're going through. You know, I guess I really don't need to use the trash barrel that I've got outside my house, as that my house is charcoal, and is generally speaking just a pile of trash now anyway. So I could just leave things in there. Yeah? Like I don't even really have to care at this point. I'll turn on the music when I get back. How's the house get burned down in the game? If you leave the furnace on, you burn down the house. I left the heater on, and it burned everything down. So what's been happening recently? The seasonals are getting fired, which is good, because most of them are useless. We're keeping the guy that speaks Spanish because he's the only guy in the store that speaks Spanish. Like he's kind of like, I don't know, he's an alright guy. Now that I've gotten to know him, he's a good guy. When I first met him, I'm like, I don't know about this dude. Seems kind of awkward, but I think he just took some warming up to get into the whole idea of being in customer service. Now that he's used to it, he seems great at it. Is Ladder Guy staying around? No, Ladder Guy is not staying around. King Thomas Crownston, thank you for subbing. The other guy that's staying around, spoilers, in case if you work with me, is the guy that has absolutely no presence. He's not a bad guy, just like, you know how some people, like, I don't know. Let me get an example. Me and Tilda went to Red Robin today. We got burgers. Never had burgers from Red Robin. They're okay. It was warm. I could tell you nothing else about that burger. It just sort of was a thing that I ate. Like, I ordered a really spicy burger. It had, like, it was like the Flaming Hot? What was it? Flaming Love? Something like that. Red Hot Love? Something like that. If you've ever been to Red Robin, you might know of the burger I'm talking about. If you don't worry about it. If you've never been to Red Ramen, you have not missed out on anything. There was not flavor or really any, like, discernible texture or really anything. Like, it wasn't bad. Just, I don't know, I put food in my face and then it was done. Like, I don't feel like there was anything. I could have eaten anything. He's sort of the Red Robin of personalities. I hate to say that, but he's a nice guy otherwise. We're not taking on the guy that I've accidentally dicked over several times, and we're not taking Ladder Guy. We're not taking vaguely, I don't know what to call him. Absolutely annoying in every single way guy. Like, Ladder Guy is just kind of annoying because, like, his ladder thing. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you don't know about Ladder Guy. Ladder Guy, I went back into the back room one day and he was just climbing the ladder. Like, he refuses to eat lunch. Just during his lunch break, he just climbs the ladder in the back. I don't know why. He just does. Which one of the Vine crew do you like the most? Me. I like me a lot. That's why I am me. Like up and down, yeah, he's done it multiple times. It's what he does on his lunch break. I don't think he eats. Like I've never seen him eat. He doesn't seem to require food, water, or bathroom breaks. Or any break. No, I asked him if it was like an exercise thing. And he said no. That it's just a thing that he enjoys. He just likes climbing ladders. And obviously you have to eventually come down a ladder because you can't just keep going up a ladder. It's not like in Metal Gear Solid where it's just an infinite ladder up until the song's over. Like, Sugar Shock, thank you for the sub. I'm sorry I didn't say anything. It didn't say anything. Also, Dr. Mayawu, thank you. And Lime's just hosted me for like just shy of 400 people. Hi, 400 people or so. We're playing My Summer Car, and I'm talking about my job at work. Hi, Limes. How are you? My car is busted, and I don't know why. It just sort of catches fire spontaneously. Let me take you guys on a tour real quick, because some of you guys don't know this shit. So here's the Rock and Roller 69. It's my car. I did the custom paint job myself. It's a little bit banged up. It catches fire spontaneously, which is what we're trying to fix right now. Don't forget to pee on everything. I was just explaining that I drink my own piss in order to save on beer. Then there's also this. I enjoyed making that sticker. That's good. I also have this house, which is recently renovated by a raging house fire. Here's my bedroom. Here's the kitchen. Here's the closet. Here's the shower. No, here's the shower. This is the laundry room. Here's where the sauna was, where the fire started. And yeah, so I'm basically homeless now. So that's good. So now we're just trying to fix whatever's going on with the oil pan. Because there's one bolt not bolted on the oil pan, and I don't know where, what it is, or what it does. But I'm hemorrhaging oil, and it has oil in the name, and there's one bolt missing. So there's that. I'm going to try and fix that, and if I can fix that, then my life will be significantly better, I would assume. I'm just sort of going to move my mouse around and try and find things that are not tightened, and scroll, and try and find what's not. I mean, my car is fine. The house caught on fire. Ah! Now, is that the... What part of the... Is that... Do you think that... I think that's probably it. That was probably it. That looks like it's... I mean, it says gearbox, and I'm probably just pointing at this thing instead. But that looks like it was probably... the one bolt, yeah? Because it was, like, connected to this white bit, and this white bit is the oil pan, right? And that looks like the same white, so I'm imagining that that's probably it. So what else is wrong? Oil pan, headers. What the fuck is a header? Does anyone... Okay, if you're in here and you know shit about cars, please stay. Because I need to know things about cars. And currently don't. So I need to know where the headers are. I'd imagine they're under the... Okay, head gasket. Probably under that. Right? So it's one of these bolts, maybe? My summer car. The car is fucked, yes. Headers are under the steel pipes under the twin carbs. Gotcha. I'm going to turn on the radio so we have something to listen to. And, cars move on 4 wheels. Keep that in mind. Okay, let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. We're solid on that front, so that's good. That's something I knew about cars. They also have a secret 5th wheel inside the car. It's right there. It's called a wheel. A steering wheel, specifically. But they're actually 5. Where's the bonnet? It's on the floor over there. Don't worry about it. Yes, I've taught you guys now the number 4. You guys now know what the number 4 is. So, this thing? Is this thing important? I mean, I assume it is. It's attached to the rest of everything. And my car is setting on fire. So, it could be important. I don't want to unscrew anything. Okay, let's try pouring more oil in. Maybe that'll... Maybe it's fixed. Maybe I don't have to fix all that other shit. You see that? That trick move? That's what we pro My Summer Car people call tossing the oil. Yeah. Considering I'm the only one who fucking plays this game, I get to say whatever anything is. It's sort of like when I speedrun games. Like, yeah. Have I refilled the blinker fluids? Maybe. Can you teach me the color of your car? It is many colors. Technically blue and pink and other colors. Pink is sort of like red, but like more fun? For whatever reason, it's a girly color. I don't know why. It's just decided that that is a thing. Okay. Okay. I should probably not be doing this. Let's... Don't forget to grease the gear gasket. What's a shape? Sort of like a color, but it more describes what a thing looks like than how light reflects off things. Okay. So. See, I don't know if that's like a glitch or if that's... That's probably just a glitch. It's fine. Okay. This stream has become an AMA. I feel like doing an AMA after seeing Vinny do his. I feel like I should do one. But I also feel like I already do AMAs all the time on stream, and also on Tumblr, and also on Twitter, and also basically any other way you can handle talking to me. Like if you just ask me a question. If you were to walk up to me on the street and ask me a question, I would answer it. Within reason. Like, the thing with AMA is generally, like... I mean, it's getting lower and lower in pitch. Favorite salad dressing? Italian? It depends. It depends. It's either Italian or ranch. It depends on my mood. Stop doing that, you're going to kill the battery. I mean, why is my booty small? Listen. It's fine if your booty is small. Some people like small booties. Italian is good. I mean, like, in America, those are basically your choices. And Caesar. Oh, fuck, I love Caesar salad. That's it. I like Caesar salad now. I used to like Italian, and I still will get it because I forget that Caesar exists, but only when it's, like, Caesar salad with chicken. Like, it's got to be a chicken Caesar salad. If it's not a chicken Caesar salad, then it's not good. I like Caesar salad. How do I keep myself from comparing my art to others, and how do I... everyone's at their different points in their journey. It's okay to compare yourself to others, just only when it's serving you. When it doesn't serve you, when it doesn't help you, when it just makes you feel shit about yourself, you're not doing it right. And the trick is understanding how to implement that kind of thing. And if you can't, if you feel shit about yourself regardless, then maybe just avoid looking at people's art that makes you feel shit. And understand that that's a personal problem and not a problem with them. There's nothing wrong with them and their art. There's nothing wrong with you or your art, but yeah. Exactly. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You're always going to be seeing the best of them, you know? I missed your question again, I'm sorry. I will do an actual, like, AMA on Reddit at some point. Is Bees McBees coming out with another album? For whatever reason, you should turn off the car and go get some brake fluid. I feel like I have brake fluid. Also, where would that go? I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, you're being a shitty and you know it, don't you? Tilda, or Momo is scratching on things. So that's great. The game just uses brake fluid for 3 things with yellow caps. Gotcha. Alright, well, let's check the dipstick. It's this part that's sort of glitched into the side of it. Somewhere there. Alright, so... It's like... That's how much oil it's got, right? It's like right in the middle. That seems good, right? That's... I mean, normally you wipe it off and then you do it. But that's right, right? Is there a way to dipstick the oil? Does this game do OBD2 diagnostics? That sounds really complex, and probably something this game does, yes. I don't know what the fuck it means. I don't know, people like to, when they decide to, like, look at stuff, like how well they're doing at stuff, they end up comparing how they're doing to other people, and then they feel shit about it. And it doesn't do you any good, because why would it? You're making yourself feel like shit for no reason whatsoever. A lot of people end up, once they feel like, you see how much work you put into something, and then you see how much someone else appears to put into their work. And sometimes people like to understate how much work they put into it. And then that way, you kind of look into it, and you're like, man, I do so much work. I work so much harder than this other person. I deserve nice things more than them. And then you end up just feeling like shit. And it doesn't do you any good. And then some people will just end up taking that out on people. And then sometimes those people send me emails. And sometimes those people send me threatening letters. It's just sort of a thing that happens. And it's just like, listen, I didn't harm you. Why are you mad? Sorry, got off on a rant. What happens if you run out of food? You will die? Just like in real life. I mean, honestly, there's no real point. There's no real point in bringing the bike with me. It's not starting for whatever reason. What is death? It's sort of like life, but exactly the opposite. You'll find a lot of the things in this game are very floaty. Also, someone pointed on Tumblr that they're really, really drunk, and they had a hangover, and they were watching my summer car streams in order to feel better. When I'm driving on the boat, I basically don't talk, so you can just mute it if you're hungover, just so you know. In fact, if you're watching on After Hours, go ahead and just skip past, like, scrub around in the video until I get to the part where I'm on the other side of the lake. There's no real point. I can't go faster. I can't really talk because I gotta yell over it. It's just kind of shit. But it's the fastest way to get to town. Especially because it uses less gas. Please no boat spam. The boat spam must happen. Hold on. There we go. I like how it's like 2 seconds of loop. It's good. Sing as a shanty. I can't think of any sea shanties off the top of my head. For whatever reason, the first one I thought of was that Warbles song, I've Got a Combine Harvester, which I say in an accent as well. Thank you for the 100 bits, Natalie. But that is not a sea shanty. You don't have combine harvesters out on the ocean. Like, it's really not helpful. Like, there's no reason to have a combine harvester. Combine harvester. I think the only time I've ever used the words together are when I'm quoting that. And so it's like, that's just how I know to pronounce those words. What if I want to harvest seaweed? That's not the way to do it. You could just dump a combine harvester into the ocean. That's a cider drinking song. That's not like a boat driving song. How do you harvest combines? I don't know. Did I ever end up seeing Kingsman 2? I haven't seen Kingsman 1. One of my coworkers was quoting it, telling me about how Elton John drop kicks a dude, but like, I don't know, whatever. I'll tell you guys more about the work stuff in a minute, but like I said, there's no real point in talking because I gotta talk over it. And it's really fucking loud. But it is really the only way to get from one side of the ocean or lake to lake. We don't have lakes in Austin. Not really. We have a wide part in the river. Excuse me. Yeah. My summer boat. Give Simple Flips a shout out. Simple Flips. Shout out. What's going on, my dude? You feeling good? Well, we're driving this boat. I guess I can bring up that I found this guy on YouTube. I don't remember his name, which is unfortunate. But he takes, like, meme videos. You know how it's like, I don't know, we are number one, but every time they say one, it does blah, blah, blah. Or, like, random segments from shows that people turn into memes. Like The Simpsons, Steamed Hams thing. He makes, like, piano renditions and just, like, plays to the tune of people talking, or like if there's a orchestral sting in it, he'll play a little thing. It's pretty amazing, and you should go and try and find Steamed Hams, but it's on the piano. It's amazing. Someone, I think it was Luigi guy, linked the Steam hams, but every time they say a word, it's replaced with the first time they said it. One. And I ended up spending like an hour or two just listening to steamed ham meme videos yesterday. So that's why I didn't stream yesterday, because I was watching steamed ham meme videos. I know you all expected me to be doing something better with my time, and honestly, same. Every day, every year of my life, I sort of expected that I was going to do more with my life, but here I am listening to meme videos. What's up? What is this? Is this important? I can't buy it, so it's probably not important. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of those, and one oil. And we're good on car batteries, and probably... I mean, I already have coolant, I guess? I just gotta get it all the way down to the... Can you shut up? How much do I owe you? 500 fucking marks? Or whatever the fuck this currency is? That's like highway robbery, man. No one's keeping the price down. Gotta fight the power of you having the only shop in town. Okay, what is this game? This is my summer car. It's good. Sort of. Sort of, kind of good. It's a weird game. Why is even steamed hams a meme? I don't know. It seems like just a normal thing. Like, it seems like any other Simpsons skit. It doesn't seem like it's that important. You're about to have a heart attack. I have to go all the way home. I can smoke a cigarette. Will that help? I mean, I'm tired. And there's nothing that can be done about that, but I can smoke the longest cigarette ever. The finished mark to 2018 USD is roughly 4 mark to $1. So I bought 500. So 500 divided by, what was it? 4? Is that how smoking works? No, that's not how you smoke a cigarette. Why is my hand so twitchy? Do I still have my blue van? Yes, but it's all the way at the house. And it's just, I mean, that's how I smoke in this game. Just one really long drag. The largest hit that you could possibly take. Why is there smoke coming out of your lungs? Because I smoke cigarettes, because it's the only way to alleviate stress that's convenient and portable. It's $125 worth of groceries. That's really expensive. I mean, just generally speaking, don't smoke cigarettes. Like, if you want advice on how to become a good streamer, you know, use the assets that you got. You know? Like, people are like, oh, all these girl streamers, poops. Like, well, no one gives me shit about using my voice. Like, that was just something I was born with. I mean, yeah, I do things to take care of it, but, like, I don't know. That's the thing. I guess you're sort of expected to use your voice. You're not really expected to have your tits out. Like, it's not necessary for the streaming process, but yet, people do. I can't take 2 things at a time. But one of the things that you can do to make sure your voice is good, which is important for streaming, obviously if you have an annoying voice, it's really bad, is don't smoke. Like, take care of your voice, throat, vocal box. And smoking is not taking care of your vocal box. Someone called work the other day, and they wanted me to go and see if we had such and such, some book or whatever. And so I went and I found it, and I'm like, yeah, we got it. You know, I'll have, do you want me to put it on hold for you or something, sir? And she was like, I'm a woman. It was awkward. And she's like, I've just smoked a lot. My point is, don't smoke. Not like that as a, like, health warning thing, but like it'll fuck up your throat. Which I guess is a health warning thing. No more boat after this? Well, hopefully I won't need to after this. gonna go take a nap on the island over there. It's closer. I missed the coolant. Yeah, but I'm a little bit worried about dying from fatigue. Or thirst. I don't really have a way of dealing with that. Remember when the boat noise was even louder? Yeah. Yeah. I'm the thirsty, stinky, tired boy. Let's not pretend to make boat noises. Can you die from fatigue? Yes. Being really tired can kill you. Both in game and in real life. You found a multiplayer mod. Oh god. Drink your own piss. That's a good point. I can't seem to do that and drive. Why can't you die from dirtiness? You can make other people die, but... Is that really annoying when I try and harmonize with the boat sound? What happens if you pee on the shopkeep? I don't think he does anything. It's actually kind of hypnotic. Okay. I guess that's what I gotta do. I'm just gonna harmonize like Mongolian throat singing the entire way back to the house anytime I'm using the boat. Because that's the only way I can make it bearable. Can this boat sing the SpongeBob theme? Are you ready, kids? Because I'm not. I'm getting off the boat. Sorry, I just gotta drink my own piss for a minute. Okay. I'll probably go back and do some more, VR, whatever the fuck that was called. I mean, this is a really bad idea, because, like, I need to sleep, and I haven't saved. There's popping coming from the sounds, from your end. Weird. Why is it P-squares? Why wouldn't it be P-squares, to be honest? Is there water around here? There's gotta be, right? Like, how else did I get the water for this? I think I just got water from the lake, right? Because there's not like a... It's not like water anywhere nearby. So just go and save real quick. It's so dark and evil looking out. This is actually called sunset. It's so when the sun goes away, don't worry. It comes back. Eventually. It takes a while though. Couple hours. Is this game on Steam? It is. It costs money as well. I don't remember how much. I'm gonna try and not die because it's really inconvenient. Oh, right. Well, at least there's food now. Just go and eat one of those. Probably don't want to eat one of those because, you know, there's that. We're probably gonna die of thirst. I'm just gonna let you know. Sometimes we go around the sun a lot. If we go around the sun once, it's called a year. Contrary to what some dumbasses thought way back in the day, we go around the sun, not the other way around. It explains a lot of things and it's helped with science. If you haven't seen the sun, it looks vaguely like that. That's the sun. I like that I'm dirty and in a boat, and also, I mean, we're gonna die. This is not really Minecraft at all. Just it being a survival game does not make it Minecraft. Anyway, you fucking ready, kids? I can't hear you. I'm deaf. The boat's really fucking loud. Are you ready, kids? Oh. Is that really what we're gonna do? My first video of 2018 is Rev harmonizing with a boat for 2 hours. Oh. No, that's not a good thing. That's not a good idea for a video. There's gonna be some people that actually want that. Like, they would go to sleep listening to me harmonize with a boat. Would it get demonetized, though? Yeah. I don't have 15 million subs, so I can't, you know, post videos of me harmonizing with a boat. If I had 15 million subs, I could post really I'm not gonna get onto that. 2018 had a rough start. If you don't remember it, no, it's Logan Paul. Fuck Jake Paul too, but Logan Paul's an asshole. I'm not gonna get into it because, honestly, I don't know, TB made a good point that if you make money off of a video where you call out a guy for being an asshole, then you're an asshole for making money off of a guy who's making money off of being an asshole. So if you want to know my official stance, fuck Logan Paul. And that's good. Is that sufficient? I feel like that's sufficient. And then it's not all about that, you know? I'm gonna drink a beer because I'm going to die if I try and walk all the way back there. I'm gonna just drink this beer. We're gonna walk, but Jesus Christ, I'm a thirsty boy. Drink more beer. I'm just gonna keep drinking until it's stopped. Okay. Anyway. I'm very drunk now, but also I'm not thirsty anymore. And I'm also not stressed out. Apparently beer brings down your stress. I have found... Actually, I just have anxiety, so that would probably be why that beer doesn't actually bring... Well, it kind of brings down my stress. Sort of, kind of. Temporarily. It feels like it does, but then when you actually think about it, it doesn't. Anyway, someone said to bring all of this shit. I wish there was an easy way of carrying things. But there's not. So, you know, just gonna go ahead and shot put things onto the land. There's no easy way of bringing this stuff back and forward. So we're just gonna throw things vaguely in the direction of land. If you die, does the beer respawn? No, you have to go and get more beer. You see that shot? That was a great shot. I wonder if it's just because pizza's lighter. Is pizza lighter weight? It's the payday way of doing it, yes. You just sort of, like, have a chain of guys throwing things. And together they work it out, because it's too difficult to actually walk with the thing, so it's easier to just throw it. For whatever reason, this is the meta in Payday 2. I haven't played Payday 2 in a long time. I don't know why. It just really wasn't good anymore. Like, I've played all the missions a billion times. I reinstalled it for the Golden Grin heist or whatever. And it was just like, yeah, alright. Does Payday 2 still get updates? Yeah, I got like the H3 update and a bunch of other ones. Payday 2 didn't really go downhill, it just didn't ever go uphill again. You know what I mean? Can you put bottles in a crate? No, there's no convenient way of transporting liquid. Or anything. If it's already in the bag, it's fine. But if you save and reload, then the bag bursts and all of your stuff comes out. So, favorite meme of 2017 or right now? Because right now it's, I don't know. Okay, so I'm just like rubbing the brake fluid on everything and it appears... Wait a minute. Is everything full? Seems like everything's full. Okay. I had to wait a second to see if I could get it to drop a little bit. It does not look like it dropped any. So, the fluid is good. We have fluid. I don't know what the fuck that fluid does or why it's there. Okay, everything's full. I'm gonna put more oil in because I assume that I've leaked some. Oh, this is empty. I'm glad I bought more. Jump shot. Fadeaway jumper. Oh, fuck. Does Rev still do art streams? Not so much. Realized that I take longer doing art than I'd actually like for the sake of a stream. I guess I could. But I do have the art channel. And I swear I will actually, update that. I have a couple ones that I want to do, but I just haven't had time. Well, I've had time, I've just spent it doing things that aren't productive. I have to have unproductive time. I think that's going to be part of what I do this year. Is just try and not stress as much about stuff. Well, thank you, Skelly Corgi. I got it really out of practice with my art, and so I spent the last couple of days painting real slow, just getting back into the swing of things, getting back on it, and thanks, guys. It's looking okay. We'll eventually be able to... Well, I stream Passport Out again. Maybe? I was going to ask about that. You know, for the longest time, in fact, ever since I started the Highlights channel back in, like, 2015 or whatever, I kind of didn't ever think to redo any games on the Highlight channel. Like, there's been a couple where I did, but by and large part, I don't. I'm beginning to think that not doing the same game twice is sort of just me assuming that's the way it has to be. If I restream a game, or if I don't know, if I have another funny moment in a game, I shouldn't restrict myself to not put it in a video. Like, let's say I end up, I don't know, having another funny moment in this game. Do I have to just stick with the one video on the Highlights channel? That seems dumb. Yeah? Okay. So there's something wrong with it. Something new is wrong with the engine. I'm going to check. I'm going to bet that it's the battery, because there's absolutely no reason that it should be fucked up. But it probably is. The battery's dead now. Good. Let's try and, never turn the car off, so the battery's dead. The battery died. Good. Well, thank you, Tora. Is it dead? Is that what you're showing me? Are you on? Are you charging? Go. Do you actually have power in your house? I don't hear... Well... I mean... The light doesn't work. It could be... I don't know, maybe the breaker tripped. Where would I find that in here? Is it in the bedroom? Is there like a breaker somewhere that I can like flip? If you can't tell, I'm actually incredibly pissed off that I burned my house down. Have I paid the electricity bill? Who fucking... There's an electricity bill. Who's gonna be sending me an electricity bill? Where even is... Do I have a mailbox? Is that a thing I have to worry about now? Hold on, I need to get something to drink. Do I actually have to keep up with my electricity bill? Fuck it. How did your house burn down again? The ever-constant story. I mean, with fire, generally speaking, it was a fire that was the problem. I love that all of the trees in this game all have that little, like... Look at right where my mouse is pointing. Like, see that? Where I've circled? All of the trees in this game all have that same problem. Do I have... Oh. I do have letter. I have letter. Excuse me. Uh-huh. Oh. I've paid my electricity bill. Maybe it'll work now. You ever eat a lasagna? I like lasagna. We had lasagna the other day. It's still in the fridge. Still haven't gotten rid of it. Should probably get rid of it. We had it last year, and it's like a whole new year now. Lasagna does not last that long. Do you turn on now? You do. Are you charging now? Okay, cool. So that was the issue. Have I ever had a cannoli? Yeah, I had one when I was in upstate. It was good. I like cannolis. Will I eat one every day? No. Would I eat a cannoli if given one? Yeah. I need to put more gas in the car, I think. Should probably buy more gas. Has anyone introduced the touch of my spaghetti video to Mike? Because that seems like he would enjoy it. Gas? Are any of your paintings for sale right now? Yeah, I guess. What is upstate? I see what you did there. I don't know how much to sell them for. I had prices all listed a little while back, but it's kind of expensive to sell paintings. You can buy prints. Excuse me. I mean, it's really hard to advertise a website you don't fucking do anything with. I need to do more paintings. I haven't, like, painted in, like, a couple months, but, you know, working retail, kind of, are we about to boat? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really post, or I don't really go to the Vinesauce Discord all that much, but I figure I figured today I'd go and let you guys know that I was streaming. And it seems to have brought an extra couple people. Would I eat a Pringles van for $100? What the fuck is a Pringles can? Like a can or a van? Am I enjoying the cold front? It's pretty cold in Texas. It's around freezing. 32 degrees is freezing. For those of you that don't do Fahrenheit, which is everyone in the world but Merca. It is, which is very cold for Texas. Like, we don't do well with cold here. We generally build our roads up in the air. I've talked about this like every year when it gets around winter. We build our roads up in the air because it's like convenient. Like, you can get a bunch of roads all in one spot if you build above each other. Rev, paint ladder guy on the job. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about ladder guy. But now I'm about to get in a boat again. But yeah, there's ladder guy and there's guy that I feel like I'm accidentally a dick to all the time. Guy that I'm accidentally a dick to all the time is actually just, I like him. He was one of my first picks, because I get to decide who gets hired. He would have been one of my first picks, but his hours are just not good for, apparently, the store, so he's not getting it. Which is inconvenient, because I liked him. He's a nice guy. But I always felt like I was dicking him over. Like this one time, I was opening, right? I'm gonna tell this story while driving. In fact, I'm just gonna mute the audio from the game. And I'll take off my headphones. And we're gonna drive there. Wait, how am I driving? I'm in neutral. Anyway, I was going to, it was my job to open the store one day, right? So I open I do the normal opening stuff, and I see some guy standing outside. He's kind of just like wandering around, right? It's around freezing, but you know, it's probably just some guy trying to get something for Christmas, right? I'm like, well, that dude can wait until the store's open. We don't open for another hour. I don't fucking care. You're not coming in yet. I forgot the gas can. You are correct. I'm gonna do a real quick Yui. You can hear faint boat sounds. I took off my headphones, so you can probably hear the audio from the headphones. Anyway, so I just sort of like left the customer outside for like an hour, and that dude, he just stood there with his bike, just kind of hanging out, playing with his phone, waiting for us to open, probably waiting for us to get something. I don't know, like a game or something that was coming out. And finally, when it's about time to open, I'm like, all right, I'll go ahead and open like a couple minutes early. Whatever. I don't care. Go over to the door, unlock it. This guy that I'm accidentally a dick to all the time, right? And I'm like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was you. And he's like, it's fine. It doesn't help that his name sounds like a girl's name. So when I first met him, I was looking at the schedule, and I was talking to my boss, and I'm like, when's the new girl coming in? And he was like, that's me. He's sort of like Eeyore. The other day, he, is that the gas can? That's the gas can. How do you get more money in this game? Well, I mean, you can do odd jobs, or you can, why am I... So yeah. There's that guy, and then there's a guy who's like, I don't know if he just like goes to like 4chan or Reddit or whatever too much. But the dude does not have social skills, but he pretends like he does. And normally I'm okay with that. Like, whatever. But he's kind of an asshole, this guy I'm about to talk about. That's really inconvenient. Actually, that's really bad. There we go. He tries, but he just says things to customers that he shouldn't. He spent like round about a couple minutes telling a customer about the economic benefits of having bitcoins. and how that we should start taking them as currency in the store. His reasoning was that, well, I'm not going to say his specific lining reasoning, but he was convinced that it was the next big thing that was an anti-Semitic comment. Let's just say that. I don't want to repeat it because someone's going to like take that recording out of context. But he also talked about his girlfriend on Roblox. I honestly don't know if this dude's just trolling or what. He's just kind of an asshole. I've told him to stop. I told him once to not make jokes about like racist jokes in front of customers or whatever, and he just sort of laughed. And I told him no, but seriously, and he was like, "Oh, whatever." It's one of those things that it's like I wasn't aware at that point that I could actually like send him home or fire him. I mean, it's like a minimum wage job, so I mean, like, there's probably every reason in the world that he could be fucking with me, but like, he was an interesting fellow, let's just say. Um, I'm taking my headphones off again now that I know everything's fine. I mean, like, I didn't know that I had the like ability to fire him. And I found out that I did. For reference, how old is he? I don't know, 20-ish. He writes porn. He told me about it. There's certain things you don't want to know about people. Ever tried metal wielding and sculpting? No. But yeah, there was definitely one day that we had a bit of an issue where the line was building up. So I go, well, guy who I'm accidentally kind of a dick to sometimes had asked me a question like, hey, do we have any of this? And I say, okay, let me go check in the back. And like, kind of like internet guy, we'll call him internet guy. He was talking to the customer and I'm like, whatever, it's fine. So I go into the back and ladder guy's climbing the ladder. I'm like, get off the fucking ladder. And so he does. And then I go look around. I don't see anything. And then I see that the internet guy is like he's talking to the customer a little bit too long. Do I suppose it's a fetish thing for ladder guy? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, after talking to ladder guy about how he needs to stop his ladder business, like it's fine if you want to climb the ladder in the back, recreationally, during your break, but don't do it while we're on shift. There's a line going on out the door. You need to get back on shift. You can't be climbing the ladder. He's like, sorry. I'm like, listen, you don't just whatever. If you want to climb a ladder, it's fine. And then I go back out, and internet guy has just got done telling some story about My Little Pony. I don't know what it was about, but I just sort of looked at him, and he's like, what? And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't have the authority to fire this guy for that reason, but it's just like, I don't need to be that way. And then I realized that I didn't even, while I was in the back for like 10 minutes talking to ladder guy, I didn't even go and look for the thing for guy who I'm kind of a dick to sometimes accidentally. And so he's like, did you figure it out? I'm like, oh, fuck. And so I had to go back out into the back to try and figure out what the thing was. Ladder guy was still on the fucking ladder. So I was like, all right, really, dude? Do you want to get sent home with the ladder? And he got back to work. That was good, at least. That got the line going a bit. I found the thing for guy I'm accidentally kind of a dick to. Your job sounds like a fever dream. That's just retail, bro. How do I get a job that's this eventful? Work like close to minimum wage retail around the holidays, and you'll have it. Anyway, everything worked out. Internet guy is definitely not getting hired. One of my coworkers, I came in to get something from the store because there was something I wanted to get, and one of the other guys who has the same like level as me at the store, he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a sec?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Everything going okay? And he's like, "I have a Twitch. I have a Twitch, man." I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Internet guy, man. Like, just spent like a just." Is the My Little Pony guy the guy who makes the racist jokes? Yes. Fortunately, he's very much not coming back. Guy with the Twitch that day, he's like, he called. I came in the other day. I was all ready to like. I wanted to get rid of Internet guy. Like, I wanted to have a reason so that way HR wouldn't get involved, right? But also, like, I knew that guy with the Twitch needed the extra hands on deck. And when guy with the Twitch came in, who's smiling ear to ear, no Twitch. He's like, "Dude, I get to fire him today." And he was just smiling ear to ear like he was the happiest motherfucker on earth. He's like, "I get to fire him today." And I'm like, that's great, man. I mean, you know you don't have like any other help. Like, I'm leaving after, you know, my shift's over. And he's like, do you want to stay around and watch me fire him? I'm gonna like probably have him for like 5 minutes up until the end of his you know, shift, and then I'm gonna fire him. So that way, like, it's on his record that he got fired, but I don't have to have like less people. I'm like, that's a dick move. I love it. Do it. No, he's not like he doesn't have like a Twitch account. He had like a Twitch on his eye because Internet guy kept doing things that were just annoying. What was the reason? Internet guy is just a dick. Like a total fucking dick. Me and guy with the Twitch get along really well. Unfortunately, he's gonna go do other things soon. I'm gonna actually turn on the sound for the game again. I turned it off because we were driving the boat, but, you know, we're back, so we can go ahead and turn it back on. I mean, yeah, I guess people just, like, Internet guy just sort of does dickish things. And he doesn't work. He just likes to tell me, like, this one time when I was trying to count the drawers, I was closing. Is ER still fine? I mean, he's okay, I think. Anyway, Internet guy spent like a good hour while I was trying to count the money. Keep in mind I have ADD, which is why I just had to restart that story like twice. And so he just, rather than like letting me count the money, he just kept telling me about his D&D characters, which were not interesting. Like a barbarian that's really strong, that uses an axe. But he's kind of dumb. And I don't know why he thought it was the greatest thing ever, but he has an attempt at a Scottish accent that he does. And he told me about his character entirely in this accent that he has for the character. And it was just like, please go away. So I told him to go vacuum the store. The vacuum doesn't work, which meant that he had to spend like a good hour just trying to figure out how to get the vacuum to work. And then he's like, "I think the vacuum's broken." I'm like, "Really?" Oh, wow. I'll tell the boss about it. Well, go ahead and let's go ahead and get out of here. A good deal of my interactions with Internet guy was just telling him to go do something that he couldn't do. And that would take him a long time to do. It worked. I told him that seasonal hires were not allowed near the counter while I was counting the money. I told guy with the Twitch that, and it blew his mind. He was like, that's why he does that. That's why he said that. It's just missing the snow. This is during the summer, though, so there's probably not snow, yeah? I'm gonna go ahead and get another battery just in case if charging the battery doesn't work. I'll probably go get a Coke here in a sec. Like, I'm not too proud to admit that I'm kind of an asshole at times. Like, I don't mean to be. I really don't. But, like, I also have, like, a level of self-preservation, you know? Also, during all of these stories, I want to point out that we had 4 people on shift. So some of these stories, guy who is basically the embodiment of eating a Red Robin hamburger, or has the personality of a wet napkin, was there. I just didn't bring him up. Because he didn't do anything. He was there, though, just so you know. Trying to think of if there's anything else I need to bring up. Oh, yeah. So I was opening the store the other day. I was late for work. The store, I needed to be there at 8, and it was 8:05. I was feeling really bad about it. Because, I mean, like, the job doesn't pay well, but my boss doesn't ask too many questions about what I do in my free time or how I make money. So it's great. And he technically knows, but he doesn't remember things. So he doesn't know that I do this, like this Twitch stuff, which is hilarious to me. And if, boss, if you ever find out about this channel, hi. I don't know why you've watched 41 episodes of me playing a game that we don't sell in the store. But, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna turn off the boat audio again. Anyway. So yeah, the boss has secretly been watching this entire time. Yeah. About once or twice a month, someone will come in that recognizes me. And, like, I work at, like, a entertainment store. It's, like, books and video games and movies and records and shit like that. Toys. It's like half a toy store, half where you get movies and games. They just have me working in the game department because that's all I really know. Anyway, what was I talking about? I told my coworkers I'm an artist, and I show them my art. I mean, that's technically true. But anyway, so I get there at like 8:05, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna. Yeah, no, I was gonna tell you guys that first. Yeah, every now and then I get someone who comes in and is like, hey, are you Vinesauce Rev? When that happened the other day, I turned to one of my coworkers and I'm like, do you know who that is? And he said, no. I said, eh. The guy was like, oh. Also, thank you, Metalheaded Fury, for 11 months of support. He's like, oh, well, never mind then. The boat's run out of gas. And then the other guy goes, one of the seasonals goes, I didn't know you were a famous Twitch streamer. I'm like, yeah, wouldn't that be weird if that was me? And he was like, yeah. And then we just sort of dropped it. Oh. Oh, can I pee into the gas tank? Will that work? I don't feel like that would work. It's not working. I'm gonna fill up on thirst real quick. Anyway, time to swim back to shore. I mean, I guess I'll at least get clean. So that's good. What else was there? It's actually lowering my thirst. Yes, if you drink your own piss, you'll be fine. My fatigue is fine. I'll be okay. Anyway, what else was I gonna talk about? I'll probably save when I get to land. How big is this game map? It's not too big. It's if I spin around a little bit, like that's all of it. You know? Like mostly it's like a donut around the lake. Do I like Ramstein? It's alright. Not a huge fan. Their gimmick was that they were industrial and they had fucked up things to say about the world. And they were anti-American. How innovative. My dirtiness has gone down. I don't know if you guys have noticed. What was I gonna say? Oh, anyway. So 8:05, I get to the store. The alarm's going off. Right? Phone's ringing. I rush over to the phone. I'm like, oh no! Like, I had to unlock the door. Obviously, but when I unlocked the door, I ran over to the phone. I'm like, oh man, because I got here late, the alarm was expecting me to be here. I wasn't in, and so it just now it's like that, you know, like they called because they thought I got mugged outside the store or something. I don't know. And they said, you know, the alarm's going off. Is everything okay there? I'm like, I finally take a second to like kind of look around. I'm like, yeah. And then I noticed there's just a dude hanging out in the PS4 section. He's got a game in one hand, and he's, like, kind of pointing at the games with his other hand, kind of, like, browsing. And I'm like, actually, there's a guy here. And they're like, do you want us to send a squad car by? I'm like, no. Give me a second. I'm gonna talk to this guy. So, thank you for the 100 bits, Starhaven. Star Heaven 07. I see what you did there. Not enough coffee in my system to really consider that someone being in the store before open is actually probably really dangerous. It wasn't until Tilda called me later saying that was a really dumb thing for me to do that I really noticed that that was actually a really dumb thing for me to do. But anyway, I walk up to him. I'm like, excuse me, sir, we're not open yet. He takes off his headphones, and the siren's still going off, and he's like, what? I'm like, we're not open yet. He's like, oh, okay. Well, can I ask you something about this game? I'm like, no. He's like, well, just real quick. And I'm like, no. Get out of the store. Thank you for the sub, Mr. Shadow. How did the guy get in? He just opened the door, I guess. I don't know. I guess someone did a shit job locking up, but whatever the case, the dude was just fucking in the store. And I was like, dude, no, you need to leave. He's like, oh. But what about this game? And I'm like, no, get out of the store. He's like, fuck you, man. And he just throws the game down on the ground and then walks out. The siren's still going off. I'm still holding the phone with the security company, and they're like, everything okay there? And I'm like, yeah. This guy's shopping. And they're like, that's weird. Do you have the security code? I'm like, no. And then my boss walks in. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, some dude was in here, and here's the phone. It's the security company. And so he answers all the questions that need to be answered. He's like, why are you here? I'm like, well, I have work. And he's like, no, you don't work until mid-shift, man. And that's how I realized that I wasn't actually late for work. I was actually about 3 hours early. and I almost did something really dumb. So that's my story. Kind of the reverse of the guy who, when we were closing, was still shopping, and I'm like, no, you need to leave. And he's like, well, can I? It was the exact same thing, except for the door was locked from the inside, and he was inside. We had locked it so no one else came in, and he was like, can I just look? Am I, like, getting tired? I'm getting very tired. I will tell you guys more stories from retail when I have them. This is one thing that I really enjoy about this job. Like, I'm actually getting, like, things going on in my life. There was a short period of time where nothing was really happening that was, like, worth talking about. Just anxiety. You know? And that's inconvenient. You know what I mean? So, I'm probably gonna die. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm probably going to die. And it's probably gonna be due to not having enough energy.
No morjesta tiski ja tiskit koneeseen.
Can I get some coffee? Do you sell coffee? Multiple trips to the store. Can I sleep in the car? Yeah, if I had it with me, but I don't.
Hei, onks tää nyt se Peräjärven kova jätkä olevinaan täällä? Onks tää, osaaks tää mitään tehdä ja mitä tää tulee, tää romusa?
Okay, let's go and save. Can you take the bus home? It'll take too long. Also, I need to walk to the thing real quick. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Probably go get a Coke. Today's Chronaut game I didn't even look at. It looks kinda okay. Polyball 2-pack. It's a 2-player racing game with balls. Whatever. It's $10. This is a Finnish game, so I'd imagine that really it's just the English that's gonna be hard. I'm also still doing that giveaway for the SNES Classic. If you haven't entered, and you follow me on Twitch or on Twitter, you've already got some points towards it, so, you know. You should go ahead and enter if you want one. If you don't, then don't. There's the link in chat. It'll pop up here in a second. It's gleam.io/F B lowercase SXF /Rev-SNES-Classic-Giveaway. There you go. It's on screen now. You can go and get a SNES Classic. Merry Christmas. I'll see you guys in like a couple minutes. 2 minutes, we'll say. I'll be right back. Beep. I'm back. How are you guys? Are you back? Looks like you guys are back. Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom, get a Coke and all that. Do I sub now? You can sub if you want. You don't have to. That's sort of the beauty of Twitch. Like, you don't have to. You can just watch. And any streamer who says you have to sub in order to watch is a total asshole. And also lying to you. It's not late enough in the day for the guy to be selling coffee. He only sells coffee at night. No idea why. No problem, COD zombie fans. I mean, like, it's not that fast of a chat. I mean, I guess there's people who do sub-only chats, and I get that. Like, there's a way to, like, especially if you're, like, a really big streamer, like you have a couple 100,000 people watching, which is the thing. I might die at any moment, just so you know, of a heart attack. And if I do, then it's going to be really difficult to get the oil out to the car. I'm a little bit concerned about swimming out into the lake with the oil. I'm not really sure how to not do that. So if you'll remember from before the break, the boat is out there. If you look directly above my mouse cursor, you can see it's about 1 pixel wide. Which is vaguely inconvenient. Wonder if I walk around this side of the lake, if I can, Hey, ADX. Thank you for the, 300 bits. I'm pretty much dead. I'm just gonna try and get as close as I can along the side of the beach. How big is this game? It's big enough. He could add more stuff, and in fact he did fairly recently in the form of the ski ramp, which is kind of over, like, if you look through the little hole in the oil thing that I got here, you can see it. It's smaller than PUBG. Yeah, it's a fairly small map, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. No barren. I mean, yeah, there's nowhere really to sleep. You can't just sleep in this game. You have to. I mean, the only place I can sleep is if I get to the island. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm probably gonna keel over any second now. Thank you for the 265 bits, Freya. That's very nice of you. Yeah. I don't know. But like I was saying before the break, I enjoy, as much as I hated the idea of retail for like my entire life, it's really not that bad. I mean, my boss isn't an asshole. I think that's what changes a retail job from being shit to being okay. Is whether or not your boss is an asshole. The first job I ever had, he was a total dick. And I think everyone, especially if you decide you're gonna work, like if you're gonna try and do the stream thing or the YouTube thing, go and work retail. Because then, when someone like Freya gives me 265 bits, that's like $250, $265, right? $2. We'll just call it $250 for now, right? That's $250 that I didn't have to go and work at my retail job for. A lot of people, when they just go straight from this into making money, do not get how $250 is a thing. That's like, I don't know, 20 minutes of work? Minimum wage? You make your coworkers sound like asylum escapees. I mean, with Internet Guy, I'm not really sure if he's not. Same with Ladder Guy. Like, I don't know. If I can just get the thing to the boat. If I die on the way to the island, I'm fine. I am not going to work retail my entire life. I'm going to do everything I can to avoid that life. But, you know, aside from that, it's alright. I'm almost there. Almost there. The click is the sound of the, okay. 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 Back into the water. We made it to the boat. I'm gonna swim directly to... I mean, this is probably the most inefficient way of doing this. But I'm gonna swim directly to the island. I'm probably gonna die of fatigue before I get there, but at least there's oil in there. That means that I can just, like, swim all the way out here. Do your coworkers become confused very easily in dire situations? Internet guy is just generally confused about my existence. Does Vinesauce have a schedule when they stream? Like, the team? No, not really. If you mean Vinny specifically, no. Late in the day? Later than now? Just, if you follow the @Vinesauce Twitter account, that's probably the best way to do it. What are your thoughts on the Dozenberg cars? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So, there's my opinion. Okay. Alive. Hungover, but alive. Lime's made a schedule. I should probably make a schedule. Things will probably even out with my work schedule. It seems like I work most weekends. Friday to Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Monday. Which is fine with me. Like, my boss really likes that he's got someone who works weekends. But for me, like, weekends are like... I mean, like, Saturday and Friday, there's absolutely... Like, I can't put those videos up. Like, I can't edit a video or put together a video for the highlight channel that is from a Friday stream. So there's not really a point of me... Like, if I've got to pick one day of the week that I'm not going to stream, it's probably going to be Friday, you know? Like, I can't put the video out, so, like, it doesn't really matter as much. Like, I mean, I'd still like to, but, like, you know, with the way that Twitch has its rules, I'm going to go with that. And it's either, you know, accept Twitch's rules or not. Or get fucked over by YouTube as well. I'd rather support Twitch than YouTube at this point, because YouTube just does whatever the fuck it wants, and we're probably headed to another adpocalypse in the soon future. I'd imagine within the next month or so. Maybe a next couple of weeks. Due to the Logan Paul, whatever the fuck his name is, situation. It's going to be an issue, and rather than deal with that, I'm just going to not. It's one of the nice things about, one of the nice things about having a normal day job is that I don't have to worry about stuff. Is it just me, or is there like a heavenly light glowing directly down onto my island? It's a little bit weird. So. Yeah. I mean, ads drop in, it's quarterly. You make most in the last quarter, you make the least in the first quarter. And each month of the quarter makes slightly more than the last. I didn't put any gas in yet. Which means that January, being the first month of the first quarter, makes absolutely no money. And so if I'm going to take a break, I'm just going to do it in January. Because you do need to take breaks. There's no point in doing the grind all year round. I think that's what I learned this past year, is that the grind is bad for me. I gotta take some time to relax and actually have new things happen, new ideas happen to me, so I can have that. So I'll be happier and, I don't know. It's not really greed, but just like, if I've gotta relax at some point, I'm gonna choose the month where I'm not making any money and it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I have to relax at some point, I've got to choose sometime. And that's the one that makes the most sense to me. If that makes me sound like an asshole, I'm sorry, but I've got to take a break sometime or else I'm going to go crazy. And it's not good for your mental state to be working all the time. I get a little bit of a pick-me-up halfway through the year with the form of, like, TMG, but right around, like, December, January, I need to take a break. There we go. Now we're moving. I mean, it's great that it's raining and also loud. Oh, you weren't talking about me. Sorry about that, Red Baron. Just... I'm gonna... Hold on. I recently had someone... I was watching some video and they were saying, you know, your boss isn't the YouTube algorithm, it's the people watching. And that means that, like, as long as the people watching you are understanding, you're fine. It's just when it's, you don't have to worry about the YouTube algorithm. It's not going to fuck you over too bad as long as you're not gone for too long. And it's like, okay. So as long as my fan base is okay with me taking a break, I can actually take a break. I mean, it was like for 3 days or whatever, but, you know. Not feeling pressured to stream. That sounds fucked up. It does. Every now and then you gotta not worry about things. I think that's what I'm getting at. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to making boat noises. Because that's fun. Put my headphones on so that way I can harmonize correctly. Slightly different in that case, Sad Vega, because Vice, as much as you may or may not like them, actually don't make jokes about dead people, and also probably did it as a report rather than just an asshole in the woods. But anyway. This is the height of comedy right here, just so you know. The engine is vibrating a short. Some people say it's calming. I think it's quite possibly the most annoying possible thing I could do. Last time I saw you live was when Hurricane Maria hit. Wow, yeah, I'm doing fine. Shit. You know what? Whatever, close enough. Wasn't like actually paying attention. I just sort of was driving a boat. We're almost out of money. We're gonna have to make sure we gamble soon. That pitch is wavering around a D. Yeah. See, I would know that if I knew shit about music, which I don't. I mean, I know how to do, like, vocal stuff, and I do that as part of, like, God, you guys are actually gonna make me post a 10-hour relaxation thing of white noise. I mean, that would be great for ad money and stuff, but also is the weirdest fucking thing you guys have ever asked me to do. Just go ooh for like 10 hours. I mean, obviously I'd edit it together, so that way, you know, it'd be better and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But ASMR engine noises. The bass is so loud. You're still vibrating my legs. I'm sorry. Rev gives you the D for 10 hours. Just loop 5 seconds, yeah. I mean, like, the new version of Sony Vegas I have makes it really easy to copy paste it. It's calming. Yeah, alright. You could lower the game volume so it's equal to you. What happens? I'm making ASMR, apparently. That's what you've missed. That sounds fun, Sagittari. I'm sorry that's happening to you. We're gonna have dinner here in about an hour or so. Told to put the chicken in the oven while I was on break. Engine ASMR, but every time it loops, it goes faster. I mean, be like a 2-second video. And it would have like random owl sounds in the background. Next Bees McBees album is just ASMR boat meditation. There you go. Someone wanted a new Bees McBees album. Just boat meditation sounds. Ever gonna upload that Jackbox? The Jack in the Box thing? No, I'm never gonna upload that. There's something funny about fucking with people, but not at the expense of people's, like, well-being. Like, if people enjoy things, that's one thing, but, like, if I frustrate you, that's good. If I disturb you or minorly inconvenience you, or make your worldview change in a way that is not helpful, like, I don't know, sandwiches or hot dogs or sandwiches and stuff like that. Was all the D&D stream that you did funny? I think so. There are bits, like, especially the combat. I feel like the combat's the weak part of the D&D streams. Because if you're not into the stat rolls and stuff, it's just, like, an hour or two of us just, like, saying numbers at each other. I feel like the role-playing elements are the most interesting parts of the D&D streams. I've been thinking about how to make my own campaign, and I think I figured it out. And I think I figured out how to make one that is good for stream. The Jack in the Box thing. For April Fool's Day, I was going to have a thing where I was doing a giveaway, but it only popped up for like 2 frames, and the video was just the sound, like, it was just like a Jack in the Box just playing. And it just would speed up and slow down, and it would just go on for like 2 hours. And it would sound like it was going to go off, but never did. Okay, so. Thoughts on the suck meme. It's alright. It's just a meme. What is the end goal of the game? To make the car run and to win the race. I thought I had fixed it, but now it won't start, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna go save real quick, and then I'm gonna fuck with it some, because I might blow up the car in the process. I'm gonna pee in my mouth a little bit. I think this is the optimal arc right here. What happened to your house? I burned it down slightly. My worldview has changed to the point where I believe Pop-Tarts are sandwiches now. Good. I did my job. Do you believe that cake is lasagna? Because then I'm doing great. See, that's the kind of stuff that I want from a stream. I don't even know what to call this stream. Do you know what I mean? Cake doesn't have noodles or cheese. How can it be lasagna? There are other ways of making lasagna, clearly. And one of them involves, like, cake, breading, and frosting. Do I enjoy this game? I was thinking about it today. I think the song Rock and Roll from this game, if you look up, because I was listening to it, I think it's like if you want like the 3-minute version of this game, go listen to that song. And like look up what the lyrics are and stuff like that. I'm sure they're like depressing and Finnish. That is like the embodiment of this entire fucking game. Like just... Let's see if I can... Hold on. It's not this song. Alright, we're gonna try some stuff. Can you fix your house? I can cheat it to be fixed. So why isn't it working? Car people. I'm gonna turn off the radio, actually. Can you... That was interesting. Oil pressure? Why is the oil pressure bad? Have you tried making it more car-y? I mean, I could, but I don't know how to do that. So, like, I've got these things. Water pressure, and then oil, and then... So, let's check. So that thing, the water pressure, PSI, is not moving. How do I not know how it works after so many hours on After Hours? I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, honestly. Air fuel mix is too low. It's like 11. Try to make it somewhere around 14. How do I fix that? Pee in the radiator. See if that helps. Maybe the radiator is empty? Yeah, let me try peeing in it a little bit. That actually might be a good solution. Now the radiator is filled up now that I've peed in it. Just got leaky piss. Don't change the mixture. Okay. Oh, I should probably close up the radiator again. Need a new engine or a new radiator. The radiator's fine. Let's check the dipstick. It's alright on oil. What's wrong with the car? I mean, that's the game. We don't know. There's no way to know. We have no idea. Okay. Head, radiator. Radiator needs to be bolted in more, I guess. It doesn't look like it's not bolted in. They added a dipstick recently. Yes, it's very helpful. Air filter needs to be... That's the oil filter. Is there another one that's the air filter? What's that even fucking look like? See, that's the problem. I did this like you do with, like, a puzzle. Where you just go, oh, okay, well, this is an edge piece, so it goes here. I don't know, but it's like a puzzle that I didn't really understand what the picture was once I got done making it. There might have been another puzzle involved, and I just didn't realize it either. What is this? Carburetor. What's a carburetor do? Is that important? No, wait. I have the twin carburetor. That's the old carburetor. I've got the new one. It carburetes. I've got the twin carburetors now, so it's fine. It berates the car. That makes sense. I've got the carburetor. I got dual carburetors, so I must have just, like, dropped it on the floor. That seems like something I would do. Just, like, sort of drop it through the engine block and then just, like, leave it on the floor there. Alright, later, Jess. Subframe. Radiator hose. Don't forget to turn on. I mean, the car is off as far as I'm aware. It's not. Try giving the spark plugs a little jiggle. They're the blue wires near the front. Okay. I don't think I can touch that. I don't think I can do that. Spark plug. Punch McLaw, thank you for subbing. The carburetor is where the air intake is sucked into the air-fuel mixture chamber. Yeah. Yeah, alright. I also bought a shirt. Thank you, man. That's really kind of you. Truck the spark plugs. I mean, what about them? They exist. Try paying someone to build it. I mean... No? Do I just need to, like, unplug the spark plug? How does this attach? What is this thing? Not the oil filter. I want the thing in front of it, not radiator hose. Save and quit and double check the My Summer Car edit. Why do I sound so tired? Because I'm kind of tired. I'm tired of this game's bullshit, too. Have you tried filling the car with beer? No. I've tried filling myself with beer. It made me feel better for a bit. Then I threw up. Check the distributor. You and your guys saying words like they mean things to me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Try peeing on it. I don't have to pee right now. Why is the car all mangled in the front? The usual reasons, as one would expect. I've rammed it into things that should not have been rammed into. Basically, you can drive car through air, and that's about it. If you hit things that are not air... Did I build this car from scratch? Yes. Again, I have no idea what the fuck I did, or how it works, or what it does. Oh, shit. The black thing with the blue wires coming out. Yeah, I'm trying to touch that, but it won't let me. Okay. Okay, so that's in. Try eating and drinking your car. I can't. I don't want to. This thing, what is it? How does it work? It's probably the spark plugs. I mean, like, it's getting power. We know that much, right? Because, like, the things are coming on. Like, the car starts. If the car doesn't start, then the power's not getting to it. Like, we fixed that problem. That problem that we started. Get a wrench? Maybe I need a wrench to do that, yeah. Spanner set. Spark plug wrench. There we go. There's a special wrench for it. Okay, that one's in all the way. That one's in all the way. That one's in all the way. That one's all the... Okay. Check the starter. Are the My Summer Car episodes on YouTube, on After Hours? If you, here, hold on. If you go to, let's see, it's the, second YouTube link? No, the second link. You can see it from there. The engine's flooded with piss. Remove piss. The starter's fine. The car is turning over, okay? How many hours am I into this game? 91? And I still don't understand how the car works. Just so you know. Okay, so... all of these things are fine? Remove piss. I don't know how to do that. The car needs beer. Cars are just magic. I don't know how they work. Do you have an engine? Okay. Use mouth. You want me to suck the car off? See, that's an awkward sound for it to make. Wait a minute. So, the battery's running out again. So the battery's running out of juice. I'm just running the battery down. Let's see if this one works. Maybe you should turn off the LEDs. I mean, I don't think that's the problem. The lights? They're not on. Is there a way to change or fix the bottom of the car? No. Okay, that battery's just dead. Okay. Carburetor's flooded? What the actual fuck are you talking about? Maybe it shouldn't be clipping through metal. I mean, again, all of these things that we'd like to have happen, but aren't happening. Fuel pump's dead? Is that even a thing? Hold down the accelerator while starting. Yes. Okay. I don't really want to buy another battery, because I don't have the money for that. In fact, if this battery does not work, we're kind of fucked. Yeah, I try and pump the accelerator when I start. If the carburetor has too much gas, the car won't start. What? Activate the almonds. Where did the almonds come into the car? Where do I put an almond? Are these for almonds? Just one in each? Boop, boop, boop. Almonds. Unburn your house down. No, I can't. I think you just need to adjust the carburetor with a wrench or something. A, what? B, how? Like in what way? Are you sure your car isn't lactose intolerant? Try yelling at your car. I mean, that hasn't helped. I can't get rid of the LEDs. I don't think that's an issue. Oh, I reloaded the save before I mixed with the air-fuel ratio. Gotcha. So I need to, like, change that again. There was, like, a way that I needed to turn that. Right. And that's, like, somewhere in this region. So one of these bolts, you turn it. It's that one. It's the screw. And there was, like, a number for it. Like, 3 to the left and 2 to the right or something like that. Thoughts on Bin Swallow? I don't think it was as big of a deal as the other stuff. Okay. I'm going to charge that one while I'm trying to get this one to work. If that doesn't work, then fine, whatever, but I'm trying. I'm not wasting power. Okay. Okay, so we're going to check and see what the air-fuel ratio is right now. Oh. It's at 11. So where does it want to start at? Because it's entirely possible that this is the save before. I don't remember where we saved it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do I know when the battery's fully charged? I won't. I won't. Okay, it's at 12 now. So 10 forward, so I should probably go another 10, then back 2. So let's just go forward 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can this card teach you about cars if you know nothing about them? It'll teach you what's wrong with the car generally. Okay, now it's at 14. So if I go down one more, then it'll be at 14 exactly. How to make a car... 14 is awfully high for a cold engine. Okay. So, alright. Now the battery, I'm assuming, is out of juice. It is. The water pressure is not changing. And the oil is fuck. Yeah. Did I adjust the other one? The water pressure will get up once it gets up to heat. So... time to quit without saving because the battery got good fucked. That's a good point. Let's go ahead and quit out. We'll fix the air fuel ratio again. The battery died because he had the stupid LEDs on. Not entirely true. Not entirely false. The LEDs are important. I understand very few things about cars, but I understand the LEDs are important. It's like the zebra seat covers. It's not just there for aesthetic. It's for swag. And swag is important when building a car. That's why Ferraris are popular. Who gives a shit about the engine in a Ferrari? Car nerds? Yeah, basically. But do you care? No. But it looks cool, doesn't it? That's what you care about. Tell me what the engine on a fucking Ferrari is. You don't care. Swag's what's important here. Just like in a Ferrari, the swag value of my car is what's important right now. And right now, it's fast. Yeah, it is fast. We don't know. Okay, so. Why? Probably not going to get anywhere unless we check the editor again. Well, let's check a couple things real quick. Battery. Mostly charged. We have gas. We have fuel. I don't know what's wrong with my car. We're actually going to cheat now. Not like full cheat, but just slight cheat. Not that one. Windows. Okay. So there's a tool you can get called the My Summer Car Editor. You guys can't see anything. Give me half a second. I will show you. So in there, it tells you how to get to the where it saves the data for it. I'm gonna go there real quick. We're gonna mess around with the save file and check and see what's wrong with it, because I don't fucking know. And then I'm gonna show you that. So run. Not Sandboxy. No, I don't want to open Sandboxy. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. I don't want to open Sandboxy. Well, Sandboxy is opening because I accidentally did things wrong. There we go. All right. Run. Always make backups. We will. Don't worry. I always do. I don't even edit the actual one. I always edit one that's not a real one. Okay, so we're going to copy. We're going to paste it into this other folder. And copy and replace. Ooh, okay, cool. And then we're going to open up the editor. We're going to open the file and look at it. All right. Now I'm going to give you a screen region of what I'm seeing. Give me a sec. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. This is what you guys come here for. Nice. Nice. Alright. Where is it? Monitor capture. There we go. Hi. Welcome to my life as a mess. So this is the My Summer Car Editor, right? So we've loaded up the thing. It'll tell us all the things. Like the air filter is not bolted in, but that's fine. Air filter is not damaged or installed. This is probably the old air filter, so it's fine. And it tells you where it is and if it's damaged or anything like that. Now, that you could go through each individual thing here. This is free, by the way. Minecraft? Yeah, Minecraft is a good game. Fuck you. I streamed it with Mike. I even made a video out of it. I can unburn my house, sure. Let's see, cottage, coil spring. It's probably in here somewhere. Extra gauges, fan belt, like all of this is things, right? But we can also just go to here. Sesame report, yeah. This is the important bit. Alright, damn it, installed. Racing hard. Okay, so what needs doing is the question. So it should show us what needs doing. Minecraft more win. I don't know. So let's see. Alternator. Carburetor is not fixed. The carburetor needs to be bolted down probably, but that's probably the old carburetor. Click bolts again. You'll figure it out? Okay. The headers are not screwed in. The carburetor's not screwed in, but that's okay. The hood is not screwed in, but that's okay. These are the old hood and carburetor. So it's fine. The radiator is not hooked in, but again, we have the racing one now, so it's fine. Driver seat, passenger seat, these are also not important because they're not the original ones, so it's fine. Steering wheel, it's fine. Exhaust pipe, this is the old exhaust pipe, so it's fine. Air filter does not have a spot where it needs to go in. Fuel tank is missing one bolt, but I think that's a glitch. I don't think it's actually a thing. And it says that it's installed correctly, so it's fine. Timing cover, 5 of 6. That's probably a thing I should fix. Exhaust muffler is probably the old one. Tachometer doesn't need one. Cylinder head. All of this is bolted in the way it needs to be. None of this is broken. Like, none of this is fucked up. None of this is wrong. Rev, admit it. Admit what? That I don't know what I'm doing? I totally don't know what I'm doing. Check the crankshaft condition. It believes the fifth wheel should be attached, so really you have 7 loose bolts and 4 loose parts. Okay. What parts are that? And what was it that you wanted me to check? Crankshaft. ABCD, crankshaft is up here. Crankshaft, CR, assuming that it's camshaft, damaged, false, camshaft, damaged, false, this in is tightened, crankshaft, bolts, 2, 16, 16, 16, not damaged. Pulley is not damaged. Check where into the filter box. Fucking where. Is Rev on Steam? I am, but I don't add people anymore. Unless if you don't know who I am. Where am I? Oh. Fan belt. Damaged? Bolted. That's fine. You don't bolt down the thing. I mean, you don't need to friend me to say I'm a nice person. I'm right here and I hear you. Are these values how much damage has been done to them? Does Doki Doki Literature Club have anything to do with Doki Doki Panic? No. So this is how much damage has been done to those parts. Is that what this is? Can you hear us? I can read what you're saying. I can't hear you, but I can read it. So should these values, fan belt should be close to 0. The other thing should be close to 100. Looks like some of your stuff is fucked. So fan belt should be around 0. So it is. So it's fine. Alternator, you're saying the rest of the stuff should be around 100. So the wear head gasket is fine-ish. The pistons are not. So it's all fucked up, is what you're telling me that that's what this says. Are you sure it's not supposed to be low numbers except for the ones that are supposed to be high? I mean, like, anything that's in the middle seems like it would be bad regardless. Right? What are we looking at? We're trying to fix the car, and so we're using a tool that allows you to edit the save file. I really don't want to cheat, but is there a way to actually... I mean, like, how do I fix this? I'm using a computerized diagnostic tool, yes. I have no idea what this means. I would assume that these things should not have... They should either be at 0 or 100, right? Am I going to fix the house too or not? Isn't there a button to fix everything? Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do the auto fix, but we won't actually use the save file. So it should say if it's damaged, right? So let's just repair all parts and then close that, and then I mean, that didn't change anything. All of these are still the same. Ormill, thank you for subbing. It's very kind of you. Sasama report. Repair all parts. Fix all loose bolts. Why is this red now? Is that a thing that I've changed? Thank you, Angry Ironworker, for 6 months of support. That's like half a year. It's actually exactly half of a year of support. Thank you. The real way to fix it is to dismantle it and buy the parts from Flitari, which costs about 10,000 marks. Which means that I would have to gamble for about 2 or 3 episodes, because that's the only way I can make money anymore. I mean, this all looks fine. None of this looks broke. I mean, what the fuck was fuel tank? Fuel tank bolts I fixed. It was at 6. It's now at 7. I mean, I don't care if that's... I mean... What is this? Tachometer? I mean, they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Timing cover tightness. Are these red things... They're things that I've changed. They're unsaved changes. Am I proud of what I do to get money? Work retail? No, but it's a job. This makes some money, but yeah. Start a new game. Oh. But I mean, like, if I just hit the button... Here, hold on. I'm just gonna hit the button, repair all parts, fix all parts, fix all stuck parts. And there we go. So everything's fixed. All the bolts are tightened. All of them are fastened. All of the things are installed that need to be installed. All of the parts are fixed. Okay. Now, is there a way to check and see what is unsaved? So that's what's broken. Right? The tachometer is the thing that shows you how much... So, okay. So the fuel tank, it needs an extra bolt. This is a thing that I need to fix. I'm not going to actually save these changes, but we're just going to check and see what's actually broken. What's the difference between repair all parts and repair parts? I don't know. Let's hit all the buttons. That didn't change anything. Okay. So, fuel tank 1. There's one thing that I need to do there. Just go down the list and we'll fix things as we get to them. Racing harness. Okay. Tachometer. Yeah. Timing cover. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with my car. And then wheel steel 5. What? Is that just the spare tire? I mean, this is not even a real... I just copied this one over into another folder and then started editing the copied one. Not the actual one in the save file. This is just that way I can see what's wrong. So that's just a spare tire. So that's fine. That's not an issue. So it's probably the timing cover. Or, not the racing harness. It's probably the timing cover or the fuel tank. Is that possible? Is there one bolt? No. Okay. So it's either one of those two things. So I don't have to worry about the spare tire. If my tire gets a flat, I'll just reload. At this point, I don't fucking care. Problem with your car is the entire car. No, it shouldn't. Neither of those being... I don't know what else. Is your profile called Fuck the World? It is indeed, yes. I was so excited that I could stream in 60 FPS 720p that I decided to call this profile Fuck the World. Tachometer. Tachometer. Tachometer seems like a more efficient thing to have in your car. Like, how many times your engine spins around versus how many tacos you have. Which one do you want? What the fuck even is this game? We're fixing a car. We're also a bachelor with no supervision and we're a young lad. This has led to some accidents that are inevitable if you're a drunk teenager. But, you know. Fuel tank is 711 meters. or 11 millimeters. Okay. And timing cover is 6. Okay. So let's check the fuel tank situation. So 7. 7. Okay. Fuel tank. All right. Fuel tank starts here. I don't know what's wrong with my car. Turn off the LED, see if that fixes anything. Wrong tool. What do you mean, wrong tool? It's a wrench. You sure it's not 8? Because 7 didn't work. 11 millimeter, right, 11. You said 11. And then I repeated back 11 and then did 7. Because I'm dumb. Okay. Okay, that's in. That's in. That one is in now. I doubt that that was the issue, but this game is finicky enough about shit that it could have totally been the thing that stopped the car from starting. Okay. Okay. And then you said 6 for the, what was it? Fuel tank is 7 and 1 12 millimeter. Okay. We'll get the 12 real quick. We'll try it after we do this. $6 millimeter for the timing cover. Okay. I don't see anything that needs tightening with this, which leads me to believe that you're either A, lying to me, which you haven't yet, or B, I don't know where this part is, and there it is. Okay. Could you actually learn how to fix a car with this game? I would not recommend that. Okay, and then, what's the other one? The fuel tank is okay now. So the other one was what? Timing cover is 6. Okay? 6. I'm gonna go turn on some music. Excuse me. Pop, pop, pop. New Red Vox album is really good. Okay, timing cover. The fuck is that? Rocker cover. Is that it? No, it's got a different name, so it's got to be a thing. Timing chain. Okay. It could be this thing. There it is. Was that it? Is that it? Is that really it? Just the one? I didn't scroll it one more time when it needed to be? Most cars don't use carburetors anymore. We checked out what was wrong in the... Okay, so what else could be wrong with the car? Oh, it's not a bottle. That's a that's the air filter, Mafa. It's supposed to be there. How do you berate the car without the carburetor? I don't know. It's an aftermarket air filter, but it's fine. The colors? What about them? What colors? The LEDs? Just steal your car and put your stuff inside it. Aside from the wear values, I think you've tightened everything. So things are just kind of worn out. I've tightened everything that can be tightened. The only thing now is the wear values. And if the wear values are fucked, then we're fucked. There's nothing that I can do about that aside from gambling for like 8 episodes. So I'm going to ask you right now, if you're watching on After Hours and if you're watching live, what is your opinion of me cheating? Basically, after playing 91 hours of this game, there's nothing else that can be done but to cheat at this point. If that is indeed the problem. Either that, or deconstruct the entire car, gamble for 3 episodes, and then have enough money to be able to repair the car. It's one of the two. I'm going to wait and see what After Hours says, but I have a feeling they're probably going to agree with Twitch chat, who's saying, just cheat, just do it. Okay, here's another thing. Let's check and see if chat's like insistence of getting rid of the LED thing is correct. I don't want to. I'll be real with you. I don't want to. Who can see this message? I can. Hello. Everyone can. How do I get rid of... I can't get rid of the LEDs anymore. Pull the choke before you start the car. I don't want to turn off the LEDs, but I have to. Okay. Pull the choke. Why is air fuel mixture 7 now? Why would it be 7? Why wouldn't it be... Okay. Let's do a thing. Oh, the readout's going to be lower when the choke is pulled. I see. All right. New plan. Copy. And we're going to actually just go ahead and copy it over to this folder here. And replace all. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to copy it. And we're going to paste it here. And I'm just going to check. I'm just going to check and see if the car works now. Do you understand? I'm going to see if what you're saying is true. Because if it is, then we can at least see whether or not it's a thing. Because if it is a thing... I just got word that another settlement needs your help. I'll mark it on your map. Someone was saying I should play Fallout 4. I don't care. I really don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't fucking care. Like, I didn't finish Skyrim, which someone actually complained about the other day. And, I hated New Vegas. So, fan belt. That should be at 0. We're just going to set this... We're going to set them all to pristine conditions. This alternator, you say it should be 100? It's 100 now. Crankshaft, 100 as well. It's either very fucked or very fixed. 100. 100. Thank you for the 100 bits, Mario guy, who says... That's how you pronounce that. 100? Who wants 100 on that? That was Skyrim. 100 as well. 100. Thank you for the 100 bits, Natalie. 100 for this, 100 for this. 100 for this. Where starter? 100. They're all red. That's unsaved changes that we're looking at. 100. Wheel change? 100. 100. 100. 100. What's happening? I'm fixing things. The belt needs to be 5. The fan belt is 0. The fan belt is 0. All the rest of them are 100. Is this correct, chat? Only if you actually know what you're talking about and not if you're just someone who's repeating back what you think is right. Is that right? Correct. Okay. We're going to assume this is correct. Okay? Save. Okay. That is saved now in the file. So we're now going to copy that and paste it into the actual folder, right? But I've already saved it somewhere else just in case, right? So copy and replace. Okay, now we're going to boot the game up again. Yes, we're going to play it. We're going to see if this works. We're going to see if the car works, and if the car works, then you at least know that that is the actual issue, and you can make this decision. This will be the last thing we do for the stream, and then I'll set it back to the way it was. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mafa. I keep things on my desktop, and then I forget they're there. Which remote is it? I'm very sorry. Which one were we gonna replace, anyway? Should have also tuned the carburetors and valves. It's whatever. I just want to see if the thing runs. If it doesn't run perfect, that's fine. If it just runs, is what we're concerned about. The no emote? That is probably one we should add. What emote should I get rid of? I don't think I have any spare slots, do I? Okay. Back to the car. How? It's on your desktop. You don't really understand how disorganized of a human being I am. Alright, we're in it. Hold the throttle while turning it on. Okay. Well, we've set it back to what it was. So, here's your question. I can do that, and then we can just finish the game. Alternatively, I can individually pull out each one of the supposedly broken parts, which is all of them, by the way. All of the parts that can have wear and tear are fuck. We can pull them out individually, then drive them to Flatari, who will repair them for the cost of about $1 billion. To get $1 billion, we'll need to gamble for about 3 or 4 streams. Your choice. Do you want 3 or 4 streams of me just gambling? Or do you want me to cheat? Chat says cheat. We will check next time and see what you guys think. Your choices are gamble or cheat. I will put a card up right now on, if I'm not gonna remember. Just say in the fucking comments on After Hours whether you'd like me to cheat or gamble to solve my problems. Do I want to gamble? Not particularly. Make a poll. I'll make a poll on Twitter maybe. Alternatively, cheat the money in. That's even less fun. The gambling is not too bad. It just takes time. You know? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go and check the art. But now you understand that the car will work, technically speaking, if we do cheat. If we cheat, it will work. If we don't cheat, it's going to take a while. I wanted to make sure that that actually solved the problem before we even got into the moral quandary of whether or not it's okay to cheat in a game after we've streamed it for like a year. It's almost been exactly a year since I started this game. I started it in February of last year. It was either February or March. Do we cheat or do we keep it going? Let me show you some art. I got this first one from Voratoni. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Voratoni? I don't think I'm pronouncing it right. Tony, anyway. Did this art of me and Tilda. This one, have you seen this one? It's cute. Thank you. Then we got this one from Leatherlog. It says RevScarecrow. Well, it's scratched out. It says instead of it says RevScarecrow. It looks like I'm wearing a GIMP suit. Likes, Frozen, Minions, Free Flash Games, Ghost Hunting, 21 Pilots. Dislikes, Anime, Other Crows, Scarecrow, and Chat. Well, there you go. I hate it. Thank you. We got this one from Lemon Line and Primal Screaming Guy. I don't know exactly which one did what, but I'm right here. They worked on it a little bit last year, I think. I remember kind of seeing something very similar to this, but I feel like they went back into it. So they've edited us all so that we were in the style of traditional, like 1990s or so Cartoon Network characters. Yeah. So like Yoel is sort of Johnny Bravo, Vinny is sort of Dexter's Lab. Looks like the girls are all sort of Powerpuff Girls. I'm not sure where I am in this. And then I'm thinking that like KY is probably like Courage. I don't know. You'll have to tell me who is inspired by what. But this is the one that I don't know myself. I guess I'm Mandark, yeah. Then we got this from Joey. It says, all you have to something. It's kind of hard to read. Read the comments, please. Okay, I'm going to read the comments instead. So I'm going to be animating something for you guys, but instead of doing that, I took a scene that's already animated and made is Galaxy for no reason, but for practice. My camera is garbage. Also, Rev has ears that are furry, etc., because for no reason, because I can't explain that yet. Okay. Well, there you go. That's me there, but I don't know what I'm saying. So there's that. All you have to do is not fuck up. That sounds like something I would tell Vinny. Legitimately. No, you're fine. My ability to read is bad, too. So it works out in the end. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I would imagine the stories were probably better than the gameplay. Most of it was trying to... I mean, we found the leak. There's that. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you guys to everyone who subbed. If you haven't already, try and enter to get that SNES Classic. Tell your friends, even if you don't want it, or if you do want it, you could maybe like work out a deal where one of you gets custody of it on the weekends. I don't know. Work it out between yourselves. Fight about it amongst yourselves. Burn your friend's house down so that we can get the SNES Classic that I sent him. I don't know. You do you, man. I'll see you guys later. Bye!